Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I'd like to welcome you all back to the Lobotomy Corporation, where, this week, we need to suppress at midnight. Today, frankly, it's going to be quite a casual episode of Lobotomy. We have a bunch of new egos for everyone to get. A new weapon right there, which I'm grabbing right now, because apparently I don't need to create WoW level equipment. And all that. So, yeah, what's going to be our plan today? First off, we're going to unlock the equipment of the Silent Orchestra, because we need to go down to a midnight. That alone's going to give us lots of power, so we could probably just skip, so it won't even matter if the Silent Orchestra steals all our power for like the first 3 stages. Yeah. Then, what we need is giving people ego gifts. Now, we've got the mission from Briar to have someone with 4 ego gifts. And, well, currently, the best we have is Chili here, who has 3. I didn't even realise that was the best one we had. So, needless to say, he's going to be getting another one, though. Another one. What that other one is, I have no clue. But we're going to find out soon. So, everyone, let's just get straight in and get on with our work. Or let's not get straight in, because I forgot to mention something. For example, Engie, you're now getting the lamp. You're already wearing Big Bird's armor, so why wouldn't you use its weapon too? Especially as its weapon is actually exceedingly powerful, as it has a 25% chance to make the enemy more vulnerable to black damage. That is just an extremely important buff. Or something. Second, Isaac, where are you? You're not equipped with the armor yet. There you go, Isaac. Look nice with your armor. Don't worry, we're gonna do everything we can to get you that pipe. Right. Now, there's another thing I wanted to note. This thing. Because frankly, it says when bonus attack speed and negative SP when weapon from the same abnormality is equipped. Now, I don't actually know if that's referring to the armor rather than the weapon, and that's just a typo, or whether it actually has a weapon that you get from suppressing it, like you do with other things. So, I'm going to try and make it escape, and then I'm going to try and put it back in its cage. What's the harm? So, now let's get in. Now, I've also looked up a couple of rules involving the game, statistically speaking. For example, I've learnt that weapons are a lot more effective than armor. Sorry, armor is a lot more effective than weapons, in the sense of a WoW level weapon won't do full damage to an Aleph, but WoW level armor takes the same amount of damage from Alephs as Aleph level armor. So, needless to say, if you're in WoW level armor, that's pretty much all you need for the suppression team. And because we're going to give it a go, well, you're the winner, Chili. Go get yourself a monocle. Again, I'm not bothered if you let it escape. From my experience, it doesn't do any form of AoE damage to the facility, so yeah, you're perfectly fine if it escapes. Right, we've unlocked everything about it, and now we need 316 points before, just to finish up the getting its armor and whatnot, and then we can ignore it from then on out. So now we're just going to leave it to play its music and see what the result is when it explodes. And supposedly that just did damage. Or something. Did not seem to. Everything's fine. Right, there's no fuss about the silent orchestra. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything outside of things in its department. Silent orchestra is pointless. It is not the only threat it provides is removing our energy, which at this day is not a threat. Because we're just trying to get to the end. Because we need a midnight, which is like stage 8, and it'll give us 25% of our daily output anyway. So, yeah. As long as we're done with it before... As long as we finish with this thing before before the noon, we should be fine. Okay, so someone told me it also finishes its... whatchamacallit. It takes the energy after it's finished its song in total. So we're gonna just get NG to get some points here. You know, I just realized, given what we're fighting today, Attack, you should probably live upstairs. Now, you're not in a protection chamber, so let's see what happens. Literally nothing. Yeah, it does also seem to remove it when we get to whatchamacallit. Today is going to be a long day, because no doubt it's not going to give me a midnight of amber. You know, and be nice to me. Are you, game? Also, as everyone pointed out to me, fuck this thing. Apparently. That's all I'm going to say. Because apparently that being a bastard is now a thing. And not a glitch like I thought it initially was. And to those of you who told me to read the patch notes, be honest with me, the patch notes never tell you any direct changes that happen. It just tells you that something has changed. Work it out for yourself. Which isn't a bad thing, it's kind of entertaining. And for those of you wondering why I've got Chili doing the silent orchestra, it's because of, you never know, he might get the 1% chance. It's a plausibility. It's a 1% plausibility, but it's a plausibility. You know, Singing Machine, it's annoying that you've actually got what seems to be a really nice ego gift, but if anyone has over 5 fortitude, you kill them. It's kind of annoying. So most of our people can't get it, apart from the new guys, ironically. The new guys are going to be some of the best guys, because they can get that property of absorb 20% of white damage done to them. That's a decent property. And bonus attack speed when it happens, too. Yeah, we realise you're there, it's that time. Alright, yeah, little red. Meaning attacks. That's why I put attack there. I was just thinking, something else escaped? Oh, right, yeah. The one that doesn't like things escaping. Wow. You guys literally took 0 damage. That is what just happened. The number that came up with 0. Well done. Well done, Silent Orchestra. You are really effective. Thank you for the scythe weapon. It looks awesome. The temptation to press that button. Just to get it back in its cage and hurry this crap up. The temptation. With the lack of knowledge of what it'll do. If I don't get my Amber Midnight, I might just do it the first time in the next run. I'm willing to try a green Midnight. The purple Midnight's just a horror, which I'm not even gonna touch. Yes, clap, clap, get back in your cage. Huh. You get 1 point when you get none. Thanks, Tibereth. Well, I've got all your gear now, so you can go fuck yourself. We're on with our proper objective now, and that is get Chili an ego gift. Okay, so I can't lock ego gifts outside of the main menu. Oh, outside of the, like, option menu stuff. Okay. Good to know. Alright, this thing has now escaped, so it's now time to get some good works with it. And put it back in its cage. And in the process, pray that we don't let Big Bird escape. Right. It just escaped. It's been suppressed. Did I get a weapon of any sort or anything? I don't know what the if there's an animation or anything for when it happens. I think I might just assume it's a minor bug and that it's meant to be armor. Jack, I don't think you're gonna make it in time. No. Cody, get in there. Do work. Cody, I was very worried then you were going to get a bad result and thus kill it. And of course you lose equip. You did well, Narbong, and it lost equip cloth counter. It's not like it was the second worst option available to us or anything. I hate the silent orchestra. I want it gone. Oh, you got it, Chili. It says heals a small amount of HP, but I have no idea what that small amount of HP would be. Alright, so, now then. I want you to work on this. Try and get the phone or whatever it is, because you can. Okay, and now we're dealing with the fucking Big Bird. Of course we are. Okay, what else is around? Forgot about you. Yeah, we're not letting that happen again. Well, it's definitely not happening this round because, well, I hate you, Bird. I hate you so goddamn much. Because you're such an awkward bastard to kill. Oh yeah, that was a thing. I forgot all about that. Everyone's alright, right? Yeah, everyone's alright. Huh. Yeah, I completely forgot about the ordeal. I was dealing with that bastarding thing. Right, all four of you are still left, right? Yes. Yes, you are. Good. Right. Cool. Cool. Everything's good. Well, moving on. And there you are, Isaac. There, looking all smug with your pipe, your coat, and your gun. Nice. Nice. Now I just need a way of increasing your goddamn fortitude. Alright guys, the apocalypse might be about to come. That is not good. Okay, Elisa. I need you to go and deal with Narbong somehow. Please. Okay, the silent girl is fine. Good, that's actually brilliant. The only problem's that. Okay. As irregular as it might sound... Well... Isaac, I need you to go and fight Narbong for me. Because I can keep his health up, but... Narbong, you're staying there and fixing the problem you just created. Can you hurry up and stop and just finish? It's bad enough I have to deal with you. There goes all my energy. Because I have no way to suppress the fucking thing. Well, Narbong, you didn't go mad this time, at least. Attack, I need you to get back up there, just in case. Oh, Big Bird's happy. I wonder if there's enough clerks to actually let Big Bird out again. Alright, next we have a whatchamacallit of Dusk of Amber. So, what's the objective for that? Well, I've got no clue. All I do know is that I'm getting Isaac some fortitude by training him on the kid. Because everyone's told me to get the kid's ego gift as well. Which 2 people already have. Apparently it's quite generous at giving out its ego gift. So Isaac, what I've learnt today is that you are our manual suppression team for whatchamacallit. Panicking employees. Because you've got a nice long-range gun which can hit people. The problem is black damage, but as long as they have enough, as long as I hit them with a health bullet, they should be fine because they've got near enough equal stats. So yeah, you have a purpose, Isaac. You are the employee suppression. I pray so hard that after all this, I'm gonna get a midnight of Amber. So hard. Or at least green. I wouldn't actually mind trying green just to see how bad it actually is. And people say it's easily avoidable if you abuse the elevators. Because the new elevators are OP. Right then, no one in corridors. No one. No, empty, 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 empty. Good. Range suppression team, are you ready? Yes? Good. Alright then. Isaac, finish off by doing another work on that, and then we'll begin our ordeal. Alright, there's one straight away over there, guys. Off you go. These aren't hard, they just take time and patience. Did they change the range of this weapon? Because I swear it's not that long range anymore. These things take time. They take time. We got time. We can take the patience to do what is necessary. Wow, there are still clerks in the facility. I'm kind of shocked and impressed. There we go. All nice and done. Well done, guys. Well done. Isaac, you can get back to training with that down there then. And you guys can return to your department. Alright, so before this becomes a problem, I'm going to deal with it. Let's just let Isaac finish his work in his attempt to both train and get the gift of the kid. Well done, guys. Still no kid gift. Alright, Isaac, you're now to join over there with everyone else. And then, Than, you are going to treat your girlfriend how you really want to. Okay, she's escaping. Got it. We're prepared. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but what the fuck was that then? Oh, don't just fucking teleport up there, you piece of crap! That's an hour and a half wasted. Okay, let's try again, people! Well, that was an hour and a half wasted. Time to earn everything back with the silent orchestra. This wouldn't actually be so bad if it wasn't for the fact I spent like 20 hours dealing with the silent orchestra. Well, off you go, Chili. Best of luck. All that crap. Well, I said I'd check what this does. Oh. I'm not allowed to select it yet. Interesting. Alright, so I'm just going to leave you be, Mr. Silent Orchestra. Just do what you need to do. Chili! You didn't! You fucking did! Wow, Chili, I'm impressed. I am legitimately impressed with you right now. That's an impressive ego gift you just got. To be fair, I'm not even sure how you managed to get it. But you did. Well, if that's the case, I suppose Cody's going to be working on the Silent now. He's the one with the best history with it. Christ alive, Chili. You know, Silent Orchestra, I'd get along with you so much nicer if you just let me play at full speed. It's all I want. When you escape, let me play at full speed. That's good to know. The captain role in this place, while everything else gives it training bonuses, the captain role actually gives stat increases. So that basically means the captain as a captain, should be one of the veteran employees to basically keep the place defended. They won't need the training bonus, so that it gives them just a stat bonus. So you can actually put someone in there worthwhile. Good to know. Good to know. And that's the last time I have to hear that today, with any luck. Thank God. Right. Now then. Back onto our regular stuff. It's time for us to get everyone's ego gifts. Again. Hooray. I'm so glad this is my last recording of the day. Of course you fucking did, Engie. Well done. You are now officially Big Bird. Engie the Bird. Well the hell done. Alright, so we got a noon next. So let's hope we go from that noon, we go straight onto a dusk and then onto a midnight, which is entirely plausible because we're on round 5 and we're only just getting the noon. So we can hope, I guess. I just don't want her escaping again. Well done, Isaac, you finally got it. Now what can we train you on fortitude with? Big Bird, oh Big Bird, how I fucking hate you. Big Bird, oh Big Bird, how I fucking hate you. You are a bastard that never seems to die. You are a bastard that always has to lie. I can't wait for this to be a midnight of Violet and for me to lose everything I've done, because those things are bloody fucking impossible. By the way, is the when attacked by white damage, recovery by 20% of damage and a plus 10 attack speed, what I think it is? Is that basically Censored's weapon, but applying only to white damage? Because that as an ego gift is exceptionally powerful. Like, come on! Why is that an ego gift? Who thought that was balanced? Seriously! Alright, time for us to take our time and do this slowly. To make sure we get no casualties whatsoever, because we don't want those. Casualties are for noobs. And we are not noob. And at long last it's done. Cool. Cool. I now have a bit of a conundrum. Because I have two options. One, I complete the day, and we try the midnight tomorrow, because Jesus Christ, have I done a lot today, and I'm kind of fed up with it. And Chili got the freaking ego gift of that, and that's quite a rarity. It'll depend on a couple of factors. One factor being, which ordeal are we going to have to fight? Another factor, does the Quipquath land on her? Because we don't want it to land on her. It's not even going to matter. I have to work on her. Because there's no clerks left for me to execute this round. Right, okay. This is what killed us last time. But, well... Fan, I'm going to have to believe in you. And pray. No, good, good, bad, good, 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 bad, good, very good, bad, bad, good, good, bad. Okay, she's escaping. All of you move over here. And then because you're on the other side of it now. Everyone move away briefly. As I now move these guys. Down. And down. Okay then. Everyone move this way. And kill. And now everyone move over here. And that is redemption from last week! Woohoo! One dead magical girl. Right. Right. I must admit that at this point, I kind of want to end the day, even if I don't suppress the midnight. Because, Jesus Christ, that is kind of adrenaline running. My hand can't stop shaking. Okay, so, everyone get back to your departments and wait to see what we have to work on. Cody, get over there, and Attack, get over there. Because, in the end, Attack, you do want the Mimicry ego gift, because it seems that it affects your ability to lifesteal. So, we pray. Oh, you're still at 2 ego gift. Huh. Okay. I'm not gonna complain. You have 2 Quipquath counter, so it doesn't really matter. But do that just to be safe. We got a Midnight of Green next. So, the Green Midnight. The infamous Green Midnight. I can't wait to see what it's like. You know, I thought about this before, but technically, as it is a midnight, someone's already told me how to basically win the midnight, and that is abuse the lifts. So that is kind of what I plan to do. So, yeah. Let's see if I can win a green midnight. It'll be an interesting one. Like, this quest is entirely possible, and I know, and you guys know it is. You've seen me do a midnight before, but we haven't done a green midnight before. And if I remember rightly, shields are useless against it, so, yeah. The green midnight's the clock, isn't it? Yeah, it's the one with the laser going round. Right, okay, so, from what I believe is the case, basically the entire clock moves in a clockwise direction. So, from that logic, if I position everyone in the right way, we should probably, hopefully, be able to avoid its damage entirely. Unlike the other one, I believe this one works in the sense of it summons one big thing. And as that's the case, we want to take that one big thing, locate the one big thing, and then, frankly, swarm the one big thing, but I don't want to use melee characters because I'm not sure if it will hit melee things. So we're going to take the... We ready? Let's go. Okay, it's there, is it? Yeah. That's definitely a clockwise. Alpha? No. Okay, Alpha, you gotta get back. Your range is apparently is too short. There we go. And move them there. And now we're just gonna wait. I can pause. This is OP. Pausing the game is OP. Really is. So take that. Okay, and everyone moves down. Then we take this, and everyone moves down. And everyone here goes back to killing. Wow, when I was thinking of summoning the rabbit team for this. Please tell me it doesn't do a giant burst or something when it reaches the top. It doesn't, it turns off. This is easy. Why were people complaining about the green midnight? This is easy. Especially with the change to the lifts. Can the music stop stopping? It's actually unnerving. Who pays for the pain and the price of deeds given in our life? I'm done. Screw you, Green Midnight. I win. I win. Oh, no dead employees. Woo. Okay. What do we have here, then? Even if this is my curse, I will love this curse. So, yeah. We'll go for you. Angela. ... Ooh. This is some interesting music. Sounds like a waltz. Or ball music, at least. I was recalling your footsteps. While there were clichés, you sometimes made the results more expecting by acting in an unexpected way. Still, the endings were all the same, no matter how the process went. Do you want me to share the memories through a hologram? That was you, in a mess, when there wasn't a coordination filter. I didn't know what a human's mentality capacity... I didn't know that a human's mentality capacity could be so weak. You did alright for the first couple of times, but then, one day... And at that time, it was a little funny. I'm sorry. You came all this way, but you weren't able to escape from your guilt and hung yourself. Well, you were stopped immediately. And at this time, you were not fully ready. After that, I slowly realized that it didn't matter if you were mentally whole or not. What mattered was that you needed to find enlightenment about something to stop this endless cycle. Oh, at this time, all of a sudden, you began apologizing to me. This was... I didn't enjoy it. Keep watching. Are you starting to enjoy this? I would love to see more, but let's stop here for today. You might see something that you're not supposed to see yet. Yes. You're about to go mad, aren't you? Yeah. This should be interesting. Quiet. Quiet, isn't it? Take a good look at the silence. Manager, have you ever woken up early to walk the streets during the dawn? I think this moment in here is equivalent to the dawn of the outside world. Abnormalities are in hibernation due to the Quipquath deterrence during the off time. Employees are preparing to let fate decide what happens to them. When the deterrence gets weaker and the suppressed powers will wake them. It's always hard to believe such a quiet place like this will be soon engulfed by pandemonium. How nice it would be to keep this tranquility. How many times do we have to fail? How much more must we get used to the darkness to finally encounter the light? Good morning, she said. Ah, good morning. Good luck today. She said, I've been thinking, and I believe I was really lucky to be assigned to the welfare team. Just getting into lobotomy was really competitive, but getting assigned to this team, that was like a miracle. Brown-nosing will get you nothing. Think of it as flattery. But there is no one who cares more about the employees like you do, she said. Everyone knows how little the other department leaders care about their employees. Tell that to Hod, you ingrateful little prick. No, you're wrong. I'm just saying, I appreciate you a lot. Sorry for keeping you so long. I'll be going now. Yes, go get ready for today. For many days, I consoled myself that I wasn't doing that bad for a seraph. I didn't put my employees in deadly situations, and I managed to be flexible time after time. Getting mad at someone for breaking the rules or agreeing with someone who claimed to make this place better. If I take a step back and look at it all, I can't help but think, what's the point in all this? I hoped to send them off in peace because they were just meant to die anyway. I was hiding the biggest lie of all inside. But I continue playing the role of a good leader, knowing that it was all a lie. Angela also knew. She knew that I could never expose every secret to this place to the employees and overthrow the system. I mean, I just didn't go against her. Being in the welfare department, I actually didn't care about the welfare of the employees at all. I was scared. Angela stopped the doubts and inquiries about this place by letting the employees die. So I started helping Angela. And just covered my eyes. Hey, we have an emergency. Did you hear the status report? Abnormalities are out of control. I don't know what happened, but we have to retake control of the situation right now. I thought you didn't want to talk to me, Gebura. You can't stop the adherence, can't you? We need to increase the Quipquath adherence now. Angela will call the rabbit team if the rest of the abnormalities aren't suppressed. I want to wrap things up on my side. But Gebura, no one can touch the Quipquath controller without Angela's approval. You know that. So you don't want to do it? You coward. You really think you can just end this situation by going through the motions? I hope you suffer until your death, succumbing to your fears. Live on the sugar-coated words from your employees. It's been a while since I was grabbed by the collar, she said. You knew I was coming, didn't you? You know me all too well. Maybe you are the one who understands me most among all the seraphs. Weaken the Quipquath deterrence. What do you have up your sleeve this time? Do you want to know the reason again, after all this time? Gebura and the other employees are probably still fighting right now. You know that, right? Gebura is. Sorry, it's a little funny. I didn't know you would talk about Gebura. You should know. You've seen it for yourself. Gebura failed to control her own rage, and now has lost her way. I'm saying she's not fighting for some grand ideology. She will know her own condition the best. Everyone has their own battles in this place, but I feel I'm the only one who is seeing this situation. I thought you liked that, she said. Drinking a cup of coffee, enjoying the peaceful day with your classical music. That explains the music. I think I am providing the right environment for you. Ah, our conversation has run longer than I expected. So let me tell you again. Lower the deterrence. And now I need to stretch my legs a moment because they're really starting to hurt. Give me a quick moment. Right, that's a little better. Where were we? The coffee here smells good. Open the door. Who are you? Minor grammar check. That's you. That's Y-O-U-R, not the R-E. Just a simple thing. Your taste in music is pretty classy. Quite different from mine, though. What the? Sorry. Oh, that's who it is. Sorry. I didn't think you would open the door for me, so I just walked in. How did you get in here? Do I know you? I came from the head, and I was desperately looking for all of you. The reason why I came all this way is... Let's just say I came here to play my favorite music. Hey you, can you tell me who this gentleman is? Oh God, I want to sit here and listen to the music. Oh. Daniel. His name is Daniel. Daniel, is it? The name is more than you deserve. I guess you are in charge of this place. Open the sector that those monsters are locked in. Like you saw earlier, it's nothing for me to open any locked door with my power. I'm just being polite asking you to do it, since you're in charge of this place. Don't resist, just listen to me. If you do so, maybe some of these people might be able to escape. It's easy to point the finger at the betrayer, but you never really know you never really know until you've experienced the situation yourself. A chill came over my entire body, a fear that I had not yet felt before. I met numerous experimental abnormalities, but I never experienced my body being paralyzed and my blood curdling like this before. So this is the head. Manager, do not give me an order. Do not try to justify cowardly acts towards me. I'm ashamed for consoling myself, saying that there was nothing that could be done after passing through the tunnel of defeat. I'm so ashamed of myself, I can't bear it anymore. My body is like a punishment for me, reminding me of my past. I can't even bleed from this body. I don't want to be a puppet who gains approval by doing Angela's dirty work. And I don't want to be your aide who can't do anything. All that was just a series of shame to me. Manager, this is my rebellion against you and Angela. I'm the only one who survived. Saying there was nothing I could do, that I was too scared to bear it by myself, that I wanted to rescue my people from here. All are meaningless excuses. I think I will die soon as well. The head is coming towards here. See you again in hell, eh? How does fear dominate a human's mind? How many people would you keep their beliefs if they came face to face with a real nightmare? Therefore, no one can blame this reckless behavior. To be honest, Everything started falling off the cliff the moment the head found this place. Hang up the intercom. Our last conversation ended with a hopeless silence. Daniel, who was intelligent and held a high social position, was more talented than anyone else in the research lab. He had an excellent reputation from the people around him with his charming smile and humour. It might have been easy for him to get in one of the wings with his skills and personality, but he chose us, not the wing. Though amazing he was, he no doubt died in despair and regret, cursing his choice, seeing the dead bodies of co-workers in front of him, without having a single comfort of knowing that it wasn't his fault, not deserving any peace for himself. Ah, Porchy said. Yeah, we get it. We get it. Shut up. Fierce fights break out every day here, just as you have lived until this moment. You've seen this countless times, haven't you? With enough time, abnormalities come back to life, no matter how many pieces they're broken into. It's one of the facts that drive Gebura mad. She took too long to realize that abnormalities are to be exploited, not terminated. Or perhaps she just couldn't shake the anger of her past off. Well, it's none of my business. All I know is that I will never see her old self again. I think that said. I said press by accident. I am awestruck to the ego's potential whenever I see her berserk. What? What ego's potential is? You will never know these. You have never wielded it. In fact, there are many weapons that hold enormous power in this world besides ego. Artifacts from the outskirts, ruins and singularities of the wings, or crude inventions made in backstreets. Using them correctly would result in weapons that would fairly stand against abnormalities. But giving those weapons to employees who have never learnt about combat outside the basic training is as futile as teaching a baby bird how to hunt. The rabbits are specialized at killing. As long as they have enough ammunition, they can kill anything. Unlike our employees who can't even handle weapons properly. Combat prowess is not one of the requirements after all. But they don't have to learn how to use ego. Its power grows according to the wielder's heart. You know how to use them at the moment your hand touches them. However, even with this power, most of the employees barely stand a chance against the abnormalities. I haven't heard anyone who can draw out its true potential, besides the red mist. Wielding ego is donning someone else's ego. It's not the wielder's power, it is merely borrowed, imitated. If I knew that before I had been locked in here, I would have done anything to get my hands on them. Then the circumstances may be different greatly. After I am contained here, I am ordered to merely extract ego, forbidden from ever holding it. They're scared even though my bloodthirstiness is locked behind this metal wall. Do not worry, I have nothing left. But you know, the yearning for blood may rise again, for they are merely sealed, not eradicated. Ego is borrowing the power of someone else's self-consciousness. Employees gain enormous power and strong body by donning a shell named ego. Some, like Red Mist, took its power and claimed it completely as their own, but our employees can't do that. The weaker the mind is, the more you want to hide behind someone else's shell. Complete a day possessing 8 or more Aleph-level ego. Okay. I thought you'd come before Bruhara, but never mind. Everyone might have noticed, we never had this kind of situation before. Those monsters were supposed to be sleeping, but are now woken up by something. Let's not focus too much on what caused this. Let's solve the problem since the situation dictates us to. Let me say just a few words before we initiate combat today. We don't need cowards in my department. Don't be careless when you face the monsters. Remember to arm yourself with rage to defeat those monsters. If you don't agree with my words, you can leave at any time. I won't shed a tear or mourn those who vanish without leaving even their name. If you want your body and soul to be at peace, please put your name on the transfer wait list for the welfare team. There's a reason we have very few members in our department, but remember, that also means every last one of you are excellent in what you do. Over. I'll talk more after sorting out this mess. Static. Gebura, your main body has taken too much damage. Why don't we stop the suppressing operation here for today? Tippereth is investigating the situation, so we should be able to solve the problem soon. I don't need it. I can still fight. But with your condition, it's... Shut it! I can still fight! 31 damaged egos, and 17 dead employees so far, and 5 or 6 parts needing replacement from the main body. I'm not thrilled looking after a machine who behaves childishly. But the Seraphs in the central team weren't able to control you, and that's why I'm here. You. Poor child, look at yourself. At one time I admired the light in your eyes, but now they are consumed by madness. What a shame that both of us are locked in this dungeon now. But I didn't break. We won't have to risk our lives facing each other like in the past, but I pity you. Stare right at the object that makes you angry. The blade that lost its way can only split the air no matter how sharp it is. How do you think I feel seeing my once rival looking so pathetic? Cut, slash, destroy, throttle, and trample. I sometimes remember the faces of those who showed me kindness. If I could taste a small piece of revenge upon those monsters who stole their smiles, happiness, and futures, my spear and sword would never stop swinging. People are dying in my blurred vision. They are always getting torn apart by the monsters. Those whose dying faces differ from time to time. Some are strangers, some are loved ones, and sometimes they transform into Christopher or Isabel. Whoever they are, I am filled with agony. I look at my paralyzed leg, my severed arm, I curse my weak body, and I scream with rage. Then I black out. I'm so sick of the blackouts. It's impossible to fight with such low manpower. I can't approve your offer. Please reconsider. Why should I approve an operation with such a high chance of failing? If the manpower's strength is too low, I can make up for it. If they're too weak, I can make up for that too. There weren't any rules about the Seraphs using egos. If that's what you want to do, then go ahead. Familiar grip, correct weight, and a practiced pose. This feeling is so distinct that it pulls me back onto the right path away from wandering just like a road sign. I completely lose track of time while I wielded my weapon. It was a little funny to see Tippereth and Shesaid's bewildered faces after they saw me covered in blood. I tried my best to stab and break them, but they will recover again someday. Some wail and others scream. I also broke and lost my parts, but those are soon replaced. What a perfect little hell, just for me. Are you looking for your arm? Here you go. Just think of it as me being merciful to a fellow warrior as I leave you with just one of your arms. I don't think she knew what a tragedy she brought here that was caused by her great ideology. I don't know if I could have helped, but this happens quite often. Way more often than you think. I mean, a little sprout getting trampled to death is common. I would say you're quite a lucky survivor. You even thwarted my plans a little. I didn't expect you to kill 2 claws, stop the monsters, and even deal with me. About the monsters, by the way, I can't deny that they were astonishing creatures. Even after killing a bunch of your friends, they've never gotten soft or tired. I can see you aren't much different from them. Okay. If you can stand on the ground with your own 2 feet, then come at me. I won't break. If I can't remove these monsters, I will destroy the company itself, so that my aimless wrath can disintegrate and sleep under the ground forever. Ooh, that's mimicry right there. And let's see. Teddy bear? King agreed? I'm pretty sure that's the Mountain of Smiling Bodies, so I won't go into that. And that's her holding mimicry. Among many of the fixers in the back alley, she was one of the few who could stand toe-to-toe with the head or the claws. She was called the Red Mist among the people of the Black Alley. She earned the name by protecting us from the outside threats. Michelle's betrayal led the Eye to our hiding place, and their head mercilessly sliced their claws on us. Instead of dealing with her directly, the cunning head unleashed the unstable abnormalities to eliminate us. The abnormalities were out of control, tearing apart our comrades. As the claws hunted their prey, it was beyond her limits, but she gave it everything she had to protect us. She lost an eye, one of her arms was cut off, and was covered with irreparable scars all over her body. But she didn't give up, and she eventually protected Bee and myself from death. Collect the dead body. The corpse at the time demonstrated the horrendous situation she went through. She opened her eyes again after a long time had passed, but her unfocused anger dragged her deep to the bottom, so I had to reboot her many times. Huh. Interesting. We're gonna unlock you, Hawkma, so we can get a mission next time. But, interesting. Right, yeah, that sucks. We're gonna, because we don't die. Let's go for the ego gift. Right then. Well then. This is going to be interesting next time. We have 2 cores to suppress, and we've learnt Birha was the bad guy. So, I've noticed many different factions. We've got Lobotomy's the factions I've noticed so far in this game is Lobotomy itself, the Wings, the Fixers, the Sweepers, and now we've got the Head and Claws. And the Head seems to wanted to destroy Lobotomy, and that was Birha. I don't know who a Claw would be, though. We haven't seen any of them. I think they're some of the things you find in the 54 onwards days. So, yeah. This ought to be interesting. But I can also see it's entirely plausible that we can get finish the game at this point. Because we got 5 days before we unlock this. We've got this quest and a couple of other quests. We're going to be doing one of these tomorrow. That quest is already complete because of... Wait, is it complete? Yeah, it's complete. Thank you, Gold Rush. I was just thinking to myself, wait, that's not complete. Freaking Censored doesn't give armor. But then Gold Rush. So yeah. What can I say? Today has been an exhilarating day. And I must say, Isaac, you almost completed the quest yourself. You got 3 ego gifts. Well done. Let us just lock those in place. So, someone explained to me what it means by heals a small amount of HP of the employee. Is that basically just like the child's gift when you work on them? And the cheek. That OP piece of... And does the cheek work how I think it works? The harmony work how I think it does, in the fact it's like Censored's weapon, in that it's only 20% and it's only white damage. Because if it is, that's freaking OP! If you ask me. But anyway, I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and this has been the Lobotomy Corporation. So, I'm afraid it's time for me to bid thee all, until next week, bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.